we attended an investor event from HPE. So we started talking about them when we talked about Dell, but HPE did an interesting investor day session. I saw you covering it across Twitter.
Yeah, so I have attended the last 4 or 5 security analyst meetings, aka SAM, and it's essentially HPE's call to the investment community that says, "Hey, you should invest in us." And if I look at the market cap of HPE is around $12 billion, Cisco's at 170, Dell Tech's at 50, and you're like, what's going on here? Sometimes we put the companies up as equals, but in the market they're not. And for right now, the market yet doesn't understand exactly what HPE is up to. And what they laid out was, hey, we have some compelling trends that are behind us. 55 billion devices by 2025. 90% of enterprises using hybrid cloud. A lot of good stuff that I agree with, and they are early with things. They are showing velocity at what they're doing, and essentially that was the call. And I think they did a pretty effective job doing it. I think kind of like IBM, they're going to have to show kind of deeper double-digit increases for people to get even more excited about the stock.
Yeah, you hit it a lot of it well, Pat. This was an incremental event on our end as industry, but it's always good to sort of hear the tie between the street and the industry and the product. We've been very close to what the company's doing. You heard me talk about earlier when we talked about Dell. I feel like Antonio really did pick up the right track with the everything as a service model. HPE needed a differentiation. The company saw the writing on the wall, saw the way infrastructure as a service was being consumed and adopted, and the excitement about Google and Amazon, AWS, and Microsoft. And the company realized that while 2/3 plus of workloads still live on-prem, there needs to be a good solution for on-prem, and that as more and more companies are moving to multi-cloud, there needs to be a good solution for that. That's where HPE is heading. That's the strategy. Antonio's sticking by it. The stock has not necessarily bounced yet. It's still sitting at about $10 a share. But I think long term, I mean, this is still HPE. This is the core part of that business. And I think if it executes, it could be a very promising couple years ahead. Now, reminder, we're not making any stock advice here. This is not, we are not recommending anything. We're just simply saying the investment itself seems to be on a trajectory where the company has a real strategy, a real plan, and it's differentiating around being a company that can deliver anything and everything it builds as a service.